Sarah earns €125,000. Sarah is a high earner.
Wait, see, does it make a difference about how much? Does it make a difference on how much money they make a year? No.
Well, the more they make, the more tax they have to pay.
Okay.
Yeah. So her gross is 125. So I'm just going to put that in here. Yeah? And that gets split up into what two tax brackets?
Standard and higher.
Right, so we've been doing the standard in green, so I'll stick with that. So standard. And then the higher we'll put over here. And that's the higher. Okay? So, where do we find the
40,000.
numbers for the standard? It is highlighted in green, but if it wasn't highlighted in green, what words would I be looking for? Standard, okay? So the standard rate cutoff point is 40,000. So I'm going to put that in here. And the standard rate of tax is 20%. So those two go together, and then what do I do with those two numbers?
Multiply them.
Multiply. And we get
8,000.
8,000. Now, this is the part that everyone's getting confused on. So, I want you to think, the reason I draw it this way, like there's a purpose to this. The reason I draw it this way is because you're taking this money and you're splitting it into two piles. Okay, like if I gave you all €20 and I asked you to make, in coins, and I asked you to make a pile with €5 in it, and then you make another pile with the rest of the money, what would the rest of the money be? €15. I don't think there's anybody in this room who wouldn't be able to do that if I handed you 20 single euro coins and I said, right, make a pile there with €5 in it, and whatever's left, make a pile there. You'd all know that that was €15. This is the same thing. It's just a bigger pile of money. So Sarah has a pile of money that is €125,000. We have made one pile already by taking how much money over to this side? So how much money did we take over to the green box? No, that's the percentage. We took 40,000. Okay? Don't get confused with the 8,000. The 8,000 is just a percentage of the money.
So are you, when say we put them together, you're still adding the 8,000?
Yeah, because we're trying to calculate tax.
Yeah.
But when we split the money up, we took 125,000 and on one side we've made a pile, and that pile has €40,000 in it.
Yeah.
So now we have to figure out what's left of Sarah's money to make the other pile. So what do I do?
The gross take away the 40,000.
Yes. So I do 125,000. And I'm going to take away the stuff that's in the first pile. So that was 40,000. And that leaves 85,000 for the other pile. So the 85,000 goes in here. And what tax goes with that?
40%.
Yeah, so I have it highlighted in pink, but it's the higher tax. Sorry, it's back over here. So it's the higher tax rate of 40%. So I'm going to put that in. And again, same calculation. We multiply. Yep, 34,000. Yep. So now what we're trying to do is calculate the tax. So there is this much tax at the low rate plus this much, tax at the high rate. So how much tax in total? 42,000 is the tax in total. But everybody gets, they get their voucher worth 3,300, which is there. So we're going to take that voucher off. So minus 3,300. 38,700. And now we know what she actually has to pay to revenue. How much did she earn? Yeah. 100. So her gross is in the box. 125,000. 125,000. Take away the money she has to give to the government even after her voucher, and it is 86,300.
Will it be worded like that?
Yep.
Will it actually?
Yep.
That's not what you said for the test.
No. With these, they're always the same. Yes. Fill out your journal, provided you weren't there in the last class. No problem.